It was a little past 2 in the morning when I heard the front door creak open. I had been sitting in the living room for hours, staring at the clock, waiting for her to come home. The silence of the house was broken by the faint sound of her heels clacking against the wooden floor, the scent of perfume lingering in the air, one that I knew wasn't sprayed for me. My wife, Claire, stumbled in with a smirk plastered across her face, her hair slightly messy, her makeup smudged, and her phone still glowing with unread messages. "Wow," she said, dropping her purse carelessly onto the couch. "You're still awake?" Her tone wasn't one of concern but of mockery, as if me waiting up for her was foolish. "I was worried," I replied calmly, though my chest burned. "It's 2 in the morning. Where were you?" She shrugged, pouring herself a glass of water from the kitchen, not even bothering to look at me. "Out. I needed some fun, some attention." She turned around, her lips curling into that same arrogant smile. And I got exactly the attention I wanted. Those words hit me like a slap across the face. She didn't even try to hide it anymore. For months, I had noticed the late-night texts, the sudden girls' nights that didn't add up, the way she dressed up more when I wasn't involved. I gave her the benefit of the doubt, hoping I was overthinking. But tonight, she confirmed what I already knew: she wasn't mine anymore. I stayed silent for a moment, staring at her while she leaned against the counter as if she were the queen of some cruel game. Then I stood, my voice steady. "Good," I said. Her brows furrowed, confusion replacing her smugness. "Good." "Yes," I replied, walking past her. "Because while you were out getting the attention you wanted, your bags were getting the attention they deserved." She followed me with narrowed eyes as I led her into the hallway. There, by the door, were 2 large suitcases, packed neatly, zipped, and ready. Her clothes, her shoes, even her makeup drawer emptied into them. I had spent hours preparing them as I sat waiting. Her smirk vanished. "You packed my stuff?" she asked, her voice shaking slightly. "I told you, Claire," I said quietly but firmly. "Respect goes both ways. I gave you love, loyalty, and years of my life. In return, you chose to find attention somewhere else. So, your bags are ready. Just like you." She scoffed, trying to regain her bravado. "You're overreacting. I just went out. Can a woman enjoy herself without you turning it into drama? Don't insult my intelligence." I snapped for the first time that night. My voice echoed through the hall, sharper than I intended. "You weren't out for drinks with friends. You came home at 2 in the morning bragging about getting the attention you wanted. Do you think I don't know what that means? Do you think I haven't noticed the lies, the late nights, the phone you always keep face down?" She froze, her lips parting as if to speak, but no words came. For once, she didn't have a clever excuse. "You know," I continued, lowering my tone again, "I would have fought for us. I would have forgiven mistakes. But you don't even care enough to lie anymore. You came home proud of betraying me." Claire's eyes darted toward the suitcases, then back at me. Her face softened for just a second, a flash of regret slipping through her hardened mask. "You really packed everything?" "Yes," I said firmly. "Your clothes, your things, even your framed photos. You wanted freedom, Claire. Here it is." She stepped closer, her voice suddenly gentler. "You're throwing away years together. Just like that." "No," I said, my chest heavy. "You threw it away the moment you chose someone else's attention over my love." The silence that followed was suffocating. The only sound was the ticking clock in the living room. Finally, she laughed bitterly, masking her unease. "Fine, if that's what you want." She grabbed the handle of the first suitcase and yanked it toward the door. I watched as she struggled to lift it over the step. There was something almost surreal about it. This woman I once thought I'd grow old with, now dragging her bags out of my house like a stranger. Before she left, she turned back. Her eyes were glossy, though she tried to hide it behind that same mocking smile. "You'll regret this," she said softly. I shook my head. "No, Claire. The only regret I have is giving my heart to someone who treated it like an option." She didn't reply. She just pulled the door open, stepped outside into the night, and disappeared with her bags rolling behind her. The moment the door clicked shut, the weight I had been carrying for months lifted. It wasn't joy, I wasn't happy. But there was peace. A painful peace, yes, but peace nonetheless. I walked back into the living room, staring at the empty glass she had left on the counter. For years, I had tried to be everything she needed, believing love would be enough. But love cannot survive disrespect. That night, I realized something important. Sometimes letting go isn't about losing someone. It's about finally choosing yourself. And as I turned off the lights and climbed the stairs alone, I whispered to myself, her bags got the attention they deserved, and so did I.